What is going on, guys? This is Hunky Donkey, and we're here for another captain interview featuring the Jakeovers. This time it's with AZ and Gran. How's it going, guys?
It's going
Feeling
great,
good?
boss.
Nice. So let's start things off by telling me your history in draft leagues and team tours.
Do you want to start or?
No, you start. You have more team
Okay.
tour experience than I do.
Yeah, I do. So, I guess in his I've been playing Pokemon Draft, I guess, for about 10 years now. So it's been a long time. I'm a vet. Yeah, in terms of team tours, I've captained I say three. I think I've captained 3 team tours in total, maybe 4 now with this tour. So I have experience captaining and playing in team tours. I haven't played as a player. I've only played as a player once in a team tour I'm doing now, but I've captained 4 times. So that's my experience there. And as a player, I'm very experienced in Gen 7, Gen 6, fusions, and AA. I have a bunch of experience in a lot of different formats. So I've been around for a while.
Nice.
I'm kind of mostly the same. We started draft around the same time. If anything, I started draft a couple months before Grand, and then we met online in the
Yeah.
classic GBA draft website.
Yeah.
So super long ago, back when Oras was main gen.
Wow.
And then we've just kind of been friends since.
No, yeah,
And
you
this would be my second time captaining in a team tour and 4th, 5th time playing in one. I don't know.
You were in my first league, yeah. Because I think
Yeah.
I met you and then Jake in the first league I was in. So it's pretty incredible,
Yeah.
honestly, that we've been friends for as long as we have, considering
Yeah.
how many people come and gone.
Dude, since the
Yeah.
GBA age? That's cool.
Yeah. Back when Shady Penguin and Pokeam first started draft. I mean, there's a
Yeah.
couple other names in there, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that one, yeah. Oh my god, we have some unks in here right now. Alright, how were you introduced into SGBL?
No, I don't even fucking remember.
I do remember. I was brought here to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I never did, because it kind of died.
Oh yeah, well that's how you were brought in. I don't remember how I joined. I think it was on one of my benders where I was just joining shitter leagues that I could leave after 3 weeks. I'm one of those guys. I'm not anymore. I'm reformed. But after Gen 7 was over and we got a year or 2 into Gen 8, the meta grew stale very quickly. So me, Gran, and Jake, Mr. Tim, a player in the tour, dropped Pokemon almost entirely because we didn't enjoy it. Gen 8 was very much second verse, same as the first. It was just Gen 7, but slower and fatter. So it wasn't fun. And then I still had the itch to play draft every now and again. So I would just scroll through the hub leagues and find a league that had no app or whatever, or a very bare bones application, get in, draft, play 2-3 weeks, and then drop. And I'm pretty sure I did that with SGBL.
Really?
I'm pretty sure I was retired when I came here to play. I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I saw I helped Devin prep fusions once, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. So I figured I had to.
Yeah.
I
Fusions was when I got you and Jake really back into Mons.
So,
It was AAA for a little bit, and then Fusions.
Yeah, so I got back into Pokemon through fusions and AA, and then most of that was just SGBL. So it's been fun.
So it's Fusion's the formats you guys are most interested in playing for its team tour, or is there any other formats that are catching your eye?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just Usum. I'll play some fusions, but probably some Usum and basically whatever format I need to play, I'll play. But I'm most experienced in Usum and fusions, so I can do either of those really well.
Yeah, the kind of auction philosophy was me and Gran, we both have been playing Mons forever, so we can pilot Usum. That was kind of when we were at the peak of our Mons powers, I guess. And then we've both been very, very well versed in fusions. Gran's won twice in fusions. I've been a deep playoff contender in fusions. So we kind of just went into it okay, me and him have these 2 covered, which we felt as if there may be a little less experience in, and then we'll draft around that or auction around that idea.
Okay.
But I mean, we've been playing Mons for so long that we have such a good foundation that we could probably pilot at like a 6 out of 10 level, any format.
Mm-hmm. That's like selling you guys short. You guys performed well in the Usum League last season, right? Like, I know Grand was a champion, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6 out of 10 is pretty generous. I mean, not generous, pretty, whatever the opposite of generous is, like, pretty, underestimated.
Modest.
Well, Usum, probably more of a 7.
Yeah.
Nah,
What's your
I would
guys'
say Usum fusions were like 10 out of 10s, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
But like,
Blazer
there are
shit, bro.
formats like Rad Red and Insurgents and LC, I have like damn near zero idea. So like, just taking the foundations of a good Pokemon player, like I feel like I could play any format at a 6 out of 10 minimum.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
okay, I got you.
If you give me a team and just tell me what the Pokemon do, I could probably pilot it at a decent level. But yeah, I don't know too much about a lot of the Insurgents or Rad Red formats. But like, I feel like I'm good enough player foundationally that again, I can play with whatever team as long as I have like a good idea of the meta and stuff, like what stuff does. I'm fine.
Mm-hmm. So, do you guys have like a particular playing style, if you have any?
Well, people like to say I play stall, but I feel like I play more bulky offense.
I feel like you play balance. I don't know. After 10 years of draft experience, you just get accustomed to playing whatever the matchup needs. You can lean towards one style or another. Grand probably leans balance. I probably lean offense. But like, truly, it's just like a homogenized draft play style, which is just like bulky offense kind of is the way. You want to have responses to everything while getting your win con in as much as possible.
Yeah.
And the play style that does that best is kind of just bulky offense. But I mean, there are some matchups where that doesn't work. So you kind of have to go like, okay, fuck it. I'll just bring full offense, get my guns out faster. And then there are some styles where it's just like, yo, I don't even need to bring that much offense. And I can bring 5 walls and it feels like stall. So it's just like whatever the matchup needs, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a boring answer, but after 10 years of playing, like, that's just what it is.
I mean,
So there's no like
style.
format that not format, like a playstyle you gravitate for. You're like just fine adjusting on the spot.
Yeah. I mean, I probably gravitate towards offense just because, like, my favorite draft mons are just, like, big button. My favorite draft mon of, like, all time is Mega Medicham, right? And that is a mon where, like, you have to get 6 out of 6 turns correct. But at the same time, you're not always in a position to draft your favorites. So you kind of just learn to, like, I mean, it's the true, like, draft style. You get the pieces you're given and you play with them, right? So that's kind of how it is.
Yeah, I kind of feel like if you play draft for long enough, and a lot of people here like are heavy draft players, I feel like you kind of develop kind of a prep style where like your style changes depending on the prep for that week. Like I've had offensive teams that I've used more defensively some weeks in draft just because it called for the matchup. So I feel like it's just more of a draft style, if anything. But I've played every style, so I'm comfortable with whatever type of style. But I prefer a little bit more on the bulkier side than the offensive side, I would say.
Yeah, it also does help that, like, at least for me, I went on a bender of like playing as many different like weird or like cap like this or that, where it's just like you learn so many different ways of playing beyond just like standard variation Pokemon that like your eyes kind of open up. I mean, Byram said it in like season 1 or 2 of Fusions that like the most creative fusions that he saw were from the AAA guys. So
yeah, I feel like there's a certain floor you need to have like synergy with all the creativity needs to like come together and like congeal in the sense and do something that is feasible for like a winning fusions draft for any season. So it makes sense that a lot of people with AAA experience are also good at fusions. Actually, continuing off that more into like the captain specific questions, what would you guys say as like captain core separates yourself from the other captains outside of obviously the fusions experience?
I don't even know how to answer that because like I don't honestly know the other captains that well. I don't know, maybe the fact that we're like not bog standard in the sense of like we used to participate in a lot of tours back in like Gen 7 when we thought Pokemon was like something and we tried to be as clouded up as possible. but we have since then become very separated from the overall Mons community. So we're just fine, like not knowing people and kind of just doing our homework. I mean, 90% of our auction or our team right now are players that we have very minimal interaction with, and we deadass just like sifted through, did our homework, found replays that we liked beyond the ones that were provided. Yes, we did stalk your showdown replays. So we did our homework. And I feel like in a team tour like SGBL, where it's like a super tight-knit community, it was kind of just like a popularity contest of like, we know this guy, we want this guy, or this guy's a really big name for this format, we'll take him. And we kind of just went and did our homework and found replays that we liked, found players that we thought made good plays, good reads, good prep, and went from there.
Yeah, and I think just adding on to what he said, like I think it's the experience. Like we've known each other for a long time, we played for a long time. I think that experience goes a long way when it comes to captaining, because I've been around tours for years at this point, so I've seen everything pretty much that comes up, and just managing stuff and kind of knowing what to expect. And I think that kind of sets us apart a little bit.
All right. Actually, yeah, walk me through that a little bit more. How did you decide on P players like Paul, Carolero, Primer, out of different candidates?
Like Devin said, I sat like in call with Devin, and we went through every single showdown username that was put on those apps. Like there was, I think, over 100 apps. I've watched probably over 100 replays total. Like
I say we watched anywhere from 1 to 3 replays per player. We got lucky on a couple of players where it would show us the player we were currently looking at and another player on the list. So I don't know. We like just sat down and did our homework, and like I said, we found the players that we liked. There were certain players that we knew just from SGBL, Carolero being one of them, that were like, hey, we need this guy. We're willing to spend this much on this guy. To really just cover formats that weren't USUM and fusions, which were what we were most versed in. We were like, okay, the main draws that we were trying to find were what we thought were going to be in the weaker pools of the auction, which was Insurgents and LC. At least in the 2 team tours that I've captained, my philosophy with Standard, whether it be PAL decks, Nat decks, whatever, is we want any of our player at any given time to be able to pilot Nat decks or whatever standard format there is, because you should just know how to play Pokemon in general, right? So we weren't as stressed about Standard. So we went and found Insurgents, which was Carolero, Radred, SF Paul, and LC, which was Poke Primer. And then after we kind of set aside our budget for that, we kind of had an idea of, okay, we would have maybe this much budget left over, which was honestly a fair amount, and said, okay, we're going to actually blow the budget on Standard, and really did our homework. And a lot of our Standard players that we initially wanted kind of got sniped from under us. Maxo was one of them. We got into a crazy bidding war, got him all the way up to 30K, and then kind of just let it drop. With our Standard philosophy, we kind of did our homework and see who participated in the regular Smogon scene, kind of the OU World Cup kind of stuff, where those players that do that get so many more reps than draft players just by virtue of laddering and building structures on Standard like OU, that we felt more comfortable having one of those players pilot a Standard team with our draft experience than, say, someone who is maybe kind of sort of renowned from a different tour.
Yeah, I think another flex you can say about your roster is the versatility and the ability. We talked about this in the last interview, actually. The ability to have different lineups, a lot of that flexibility, so there's to prevent burnout. And just to have that versatility in mind for certain matchups could be really useful than having like a set rigid roster. Like this player goes that, this player goes that. Like Primer can play that deck so that he just won a championship, or they just won a championship, as well as performing well in LC. You guys play USUM. Grand just won the USUM chip and stuff like that. I think you guys really rounded off that roster.
That is actually something that me and Gran were talking about a couple hours ago before the interview. We were like really happy with our roster. I joked saying, because we're both huge basketball fans, I joked saying we constructed our roster like the Spurs and Pacers championship, the 2024
Yo,
finals, where it's like
okay.
we can play 1 through 12. Like our starting lineup
Okay.
can be any combination of these 12 guys, and you're gonna have to sit there and think about it, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Pick
And I
you
said, that's
guys
a
and
good
3
problem to
other
have.
players. Pick you guys and 3 other players. Who's your starting 5 and who's playing the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? Hypothetically, if this was an actual basketball team.
Grant's the coach.
Grant's the
Grant's disabled. He's not on the court.
Put me behind the bench. Oh, coach.
Yeah. Grant's the water boy or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't know, man. That's hard because I don't know these guys' build or really their mentality because, again, we drafted knowing very little about these guys. We're getting to know them in the team server right now and how they think.
Uh-huh.
So
No, that's
I don't
all
know.
good. Yeah.
I would like
Yeah,
to
that's
say
good.
that I'd be the one, the point of attack. Let's lead this thing.
Yeah.
Carolina was probably like a strange 4.
Uh-huh.
a weird misshapen 4 that can play a couple of weird things, kind of a little bit of like a do-it-all, right?
Okay.
Let's see. I think NKS Jonas has exactly one job, and that is to handle Nat decks. So he's gonna go out there and grab the board. Get your big ass in the paint, grab a board, catch a oop. He's the 5. Who's the guy that just goes out there and gets a bucket though? What do you think, Grant?
Exactly.
Who's our go-to bucket?
A lot of guys like that. A lot of their flex guys, guys who are flexible, can do a lot of different things. Where, dude, Okami, like.
Okay. So you're saying we don't have a set in stone 2 guard, and you're saying that we have a litany of microwave scorers.
We have flexibility.
You're right.
Okay, it's like the Knicks' guard lineup for the championship.
We can do a bunch of different starting 5s. There's not one defined lineup. It's different depending on the day.
What's your favorite basketball team? Like for the 2 of you.
I'm a Raptors fan. I would guess. I'm not like diehard Raptors fan, but I do like the Raptors from Canada. So that's kind of the hometown team in a way. But yeah, I try to with basketball. I'm less of a fan of one team, just more of a fan of the sport.
Right.
Like that's kind of
this guy's a grifter.
Because like I watch a lot of sports and like I'm like a diehard fan of like in hockey and like football. I have teams where I just like I'll die on a hill for it, but it's a lot of effort being a fan of a sports team. If you know, you know. So in basketball, I'm just a little more casual with it. Just trying to relax and enjoy the game rather than like zero on a team. But if I would have to pick one, to be the Raptors for sure.
Nice.
So growing up, and still currently, I am a major Houston fan.
Okay.
But during the 5 years of the John Wall era, you learn to be a fan of the sport as a whole. And during that period, like 2020, 21, I became a huge fan of Anthony Edwards. And it has been stated multiple times in the SGBL Sports Channel how much I love watching Anthony Edwards. So I kind of like juggle being a Houston and a Minnesota fan.
Okay. 2 young teams that are coming out. Dude, those Wolves are gonna be sick with LaMelo Ball. I like one.
I was so stoked for that trade.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh my god, they finally have a fucking point guard. Someone that can actually bring the ball up the court and distribute.
I'm excited to see how Ant does this season.
Yeah.
The Rockets, on the other hand, I don't know what they're doing, but I believe in.
I mean, I knew it was rough before last season even started, Fred VanVleet fucking tore his ACL, and I was like, oh, that sucks. And then
Steven Adams got
at the beginning of the year, we looked really good. Kind of the idea of just we'll put up as many bad shots as we want, and Steven Adams will just grab the board. And we looked okay. And then Steven Adams went down, and I was like, yeah, this is a cooked season. So then I was like, maybe we put together a trade package or something, right? And then the offseason comes around, and Fred VanVleet goes on Twitter, and he goes, yeah, my knee is entirely cooked, guys. Or it felt like the Houston front office was just putting it all on Fred VanVleet coming back and us running it back this coming year. Yeah. So him saying that, I was just like, okay, bro. Can we just waive this guy and clear up cap space and go from there or something?
Yeah, I really fuck with VanVleet. It's sad. how he's
Van
going out.
Vliet's the GOAT, man. I mean, injury age happens, but like his prime was he was a really good player. Love Van Vliet.
Yeah. Now your Raptors have the Kawhi aspirations thing going on.
Oh yeah, we just have that whole drama thing going on. Is he gonna come? Is he not? Who knows? But well, regardless, we'll have 5 wings. So
I fuck with Scotty though. That boy's a dog.
oh yeah, Scotty's a national treasure.
I can't even say what I want to say about him. I don't know if this can go on a YouTube channel or on a YouTube video.
Yeah, please. I don't want to get canceled in my.
But he's my favorite. He's my favorite representation of a group in basketball.
Dominant power forwards, right?
Right.
You're right. Yeah. Okay. Now it's time for the lightning round. I'll ask like some simple questions and give me simple answers, and we can be done with this interview. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
I know, Easy, you told me Metachem is your absolute like favorite mod to use in Draft League, but like for the both of you, are there any other favorite mods you have in Draft?
Electros.
Oh yeah, the profile picture. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It really is just Mega Medi. I guess Kieran Black is always a fun one in old gens.
Mm-hmm. All right, then tell me you guys' like favorite fusion that you've ever made.
Oh fuck, bro. Any variation of like a guard fusion, like Garg Uxie or like Knuckle Stack DOD. Those are good ones.
I've had a lot of fusions, but it has to be Basket Legion Tyrantrum. I've drafted it a bunch, and it's been a really good piece for me in a lot of different fusion teams. So I'm gonna roll with that guy.
That's both of those sound sick. Symbioxis DE with Salkir sounds fuck, and Tyrantrum with adaptability. Or I don't know how it works, but both.
It's just his fusion's a Water Dragon with ADAPT and good buttons.
Yeah.
And then my fusion is the exact opposite of Metachem. We're gonna click knockoff. We're gonna click Salt Cure. You can't bring Covert Cloak. GG.
Yeah. It's kind of funny you guys are describing mods that are opposite to the playstyles you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Favorite food?
Sushi.
Oh my god, that's like the third person that said sushi.
It's fucking peak, bro.
Yeah.
It's so versatile too.
I do love sushi, but I think I'm gonna go with like I guess like a taco, maybe like a fried shrimp taco. Those are like really fucking good.
Oh, dude. I just had not shrimp tacos, but like a fried fish taco earlier. Shit was banker.
Yeah.
Fried. Oh my god, I said fried. Favorite mascot Pokemon or like a Pokemon that represents you?
Hoopa Unbound.
Ooh,
there has been 2. So there's Electros obviously now, but it used to be a Staraptor, which was like a big mascot. Yeah, those are the 2.
You like the Mega?
I like both Megas. I think both Megas are cool. I wish Electros was a little faster, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm excited. I got both my favorite Pokemon got Megas, which is really cool.
Favorite hobby outside of Pokemon?
For me, it's hockey. I'm obsessed with hockey. It's like my entire 24 hours of life. It was at one point my job, so like it's been a huge part of my life, and it's pretty much all I do outside of this. So yeah.
I would say Muay Thai. I enjoy hitting people.
Ooh. Dude, I need to get back into martial arts. I have a black belt in Taekwondo, but I was like,
hell yeah, bro. Just pick up MMA with Taekwondo as the base.
Yeah, I love using my legs. Shit hits like a truck. Favorite video game?
Bloodborne.
Ooh, okay.
Favorite video game? I'm gonna go with the more recent.
Just put the Persona in the bag, bro.
Hey, I was gonna say no. It's Baldur's Gate 3 now. It's my favorite.
Really? Okay. What do you have like a favorite class?
So Baldur's Gate 3, I play a lot of classes, but I think I like Paladin probably the best.
Ooh, okay. I'm a Paladin. Yeah, I was a Paladin guy too.
It's the most consistent for the funnest like narratives. I feel like there's a lot of different like character stuff.
This guy's a fucking liar, bro. To this day, he won't stop talking about Persona. He's just lying.
Okay, Persona is like my second favorite game, but Baldur's Gate 3 is just incredible. Like,
Which one?
I
Persona
have
5?
I have like over three Persona 5, Persona 3, Persona 4, whichever one you can
Okay.
pick. But I have like over 300 hours in Baldur's Gate 3 right now, so it's like my most played game of all time. And it's
Nice.
just,
Who's your
so
favorite
good.
side character in Baldur's Gate?
Ooh, side characters. So that would just not be the companions.
Mhm.
Shoot.
Or
I
the
like
companions, yeah. That's what I meant.
I guess with companions, like I like Shadowheart a lot.
You fucking
Sherlock.
gooner. What?
Sure. But
Nah, I'm a Shadowheart guy too.
like Shadowheart's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
You know. But Carlock's cool, and I guess
Mhm.
Asterion also like really awesome. But I like them all, honestly. I think a lot of them are really well done. I think probably the weakest is probably Will, in my opinion. But
Uh-huh.
but yeah,
Favorite generation?
5.
5, okay.
Between competitive and just mainline games, 5 is so peak.
I don't. There's. Okay, I love 5, but I'm gonna go with 2 just because I have a lot of memories playing Generation 2.
You're
Pokemon Crystal.
old.
Pokemon Crystal was my first ever Pokemon game, and it will always stay as like my first experience in Pokemon. So it's just gonna be my favorite. Also, the music slaps.
Okay. Favorite
Okay.
mega and regional form?
Ooh. Okay, so I know I just said Mega Medi is like my favorite mon to use in draft, but
Mhm.
Mega Glalie has always had a place in my heart. One in draft and 2 in regular like standard ladder because
Mhm.
it's just like it's just strong as fuck. And then regional form, fuck. Okay, you go, Grant. I gotta think.
Favorite Mega. That's there's a lot. Obviously like Electro's my favorite Pokemon, but I guess using the Mega, I think my favorite is probably Mega DNC. It's just so cool. So cool. Magic Bounce is an incredible ability, and I just won a championship with it, so I'm gonna shout it out. And regional form, I don't know. Makalola, so, Gen
Okay.
7 Usain Goat.
Yeah, with like the
Is it like-
gluttony and the berries and stuff. It's really longevity. Longevity, it's the same thing, but like, you know what I mean.
Is it like too evil to say Glow King? Because like
No.
Loki, there's not a better regional form than that guy. I don't know. I'm so fucking competitive brain that I can't help but think about which mons I like using the most.
I mean, that's fair. It could be like design wise or competitive wise, either or it works. So it's got Glow King.
Yeah. Glow King.
I will pick the same actually. So become your fan favorite. Favorite Pokemon move?
You're gonna
The
make me choose
Deoxys
between
one?
U-turn, knockoff, and toxic? Or you
What?
say movie? You say move or movie?
Move.
Oh
Move.
shit!
Okay.
I'm the one that misheard. I mean, pivot or like knockoff is a really easy answer, but I don't know. Salt Cure feels so broken if they
Uh-huh.
don't have Covert Cloak.
For me, it's a three-way tie between U-turn, knock, and toxic. All three moves are incredible.
Nah, you gotta pick
I
one,
love
bro.
picking everyone.
You have to pick
Well,
one.
I'll take knockoff, I guess, because just
Knock,
knocking off
okay.
items feels so satisfying.
That's true. Alright,
It
you know
is
what,
very
since we-
satisfying putting your opponent in like a checkmate position and having to like force them to either die or lose an item to knock. It's great.
That's true. You know what? Since we were almost talked about it anyway, what's your favorite movie? Pokemon movie.
The Deoxys movie.
The Deoxys
Favorite
one.
Pokemon movie? I'm gonna go Pokemon or the Pokemon Heroes, the Latios Latios one.
Dude, yeah, that's my favorite too. You know, Paul.
I don't know,
Uh,
man. Seeing Rayquaza fucking point blank hyper beam Deoxys is peak.
Yeah, that's true too. Favorite Pokemon ability.
It is such a cop out answer, bro. Regenerator.
Never Generator.
Oh, both of you are Parisian.
It's so
Is there-
broken.
is there a
It's
better
so
ability?
good. It's great.
Yeah, it's a better.
I love making fusions with it. I love playing AAA with it. I love drafting regular standard guys with it. It's just fucking peak.
Fair enough. All right. Which Pokemon, not user, which Pokemon do you like better, Spheal or Gible?
Gible
Gibble.
for
Okay.
sure.
All right, we broke the tie. It's field 2, Gibble 4 among the captains right now. Finally, the most important question of all. Why is your team going to win it all?
Because we're going.
I mean, it was stated before, you have to fight us 1 through 12. Like, I know we can only slot so many players any given week, but every single one of our players is very slottable. So, good luck.
Yep.
Okay, that concludes our interview. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you for the next interview.